Two dorm mates, Meg and Julie, were in science class, and the teacher reminded them about the midterm coming up tomorrow. Meg, being a diligent student, took notes on everything, while Julie spent her time flirting with the hottest guy in school. At the end of the period, Julie had no idea what was going to happen tomorrow at the midterm, while Meg, being diligent, of course knew everything and was ready to pass the test. The hottest guy in school came up to Julie and invited her to the bash of the year. Julie, being Julie, of course decided that she would go and cram the next day. She didn't like leaving Meg at home. They were very close. But Meg just wouldn't give up and decided to stay home and study the whole night. Julie tried and tried, but Meg just wouldn't budge. So at last, Julie gave in. She went to the party. She had the time of her life, but still had in the back of the mind that Meg was sitting at home studying. Julie came home after the time of her life and decided, well, maybe I should study just a little bit before tomorrow, before I go to bed. As she walked into their bedroom, she reached for the night switch, but then remembered maybe she shouldn't turn on the lights. Meg is sleeping and she's been studying all day, so she might need the rest. So she left it, she went to bed and decided that she just crammed as much as she could during study hall the next day. Next morning, Julie woke up, walked over to Meg to ask her for help. But Meg was there. She wouldn't wake up. She was lying on her stomach. Wouldn't wake up. Julie shook her and everything. Then she rolled her over to find Meg's throat sliced open, blood flowing in all of her sheets red. The blood from her throat. And on the wall, there said, "Aren't you glad you didn't turn on the lights?" Hey guys, I know you found that really creepy. I did my best. I even turned off the lights and everything. I try hard to bring you entertainment. And if you weren't shitting your pants, then I'm sorry, because I'm not the best storyteller. We have 2 questions today that I picked because I couldn't find what everybody else is doing, so I guess I'll play God for a week and make the questions up. So, the 2 questions for today are you against or for gay marriage, and are you against or for gay adoption? These questions go well together. I actually have very strong opinions about this, and they're not really what people would think. Okay, for the marriage, of course I think it's okay. I mean, it can't hurt anybody that 2 of the same sex are married. I mean, it's not going to hurt anybody. Who gives a shit? Why? You should be able to marry who you love. Simple as that. Love is unconditional, therefore you should be able to show it through holy matrimony. If you ask me if I'm for or against gay adoption, I'm actually very against. I would probably love to have kids someday, and I can, and I would probably love to adopt, but I think it could mess up a lot of things in a kid's life to not have, for me, a male figure or to get a female figure. You need a balance of that, and I think a kid, it could be a hard time explaining things. Why do you have 2 mothers? Why do you have 2 fathers? So argue as much as you want, but I don't think it's the best for the kid. I know many people make it work, but I think keeping it as a male and a female together, then I believe that's how it's supposed to be. It's always been that way, and it's easier, and it's so hard to explain. No, I'm going to get hated for this. I think it's better for the kid if they have 2 normal parents, and it's just hard to explain. It's hard to live with, and friends who judge them, and things like that. I know what it's like to be hated for being gay, and I guess it's not as bad to just have gay parents, but I think I wouldn't want to put my kids through any of that. So yeah, that's my thought. But I hope you guys are subscribing, watching, and I hope you had a great Halloween. Oh my god, I dressed up as a army person. Last year I was a drag queen. don't know what to say. So, as said, because I had an amazing Halloween. I hope you dressed up in awesome things and you had fun and got lots of candy, like enough candy to hold you through to the next Halloween where you can just keep going like that. And for those of you who think you're too old to trick or treat, you're wrong. I will be doing this until I'm 30 and maybe until I'm 60, until I die. It's not weird at all. I need the candy to get that killed. Okay, well, I'll see you guys in 7 days, and yeah, I'm gonna go eat some candy.